The conference is up ahead. The security on the way there has been neutralized.
And that's where Gensei Kihara is, right?
If you promise not to interfere at all, you can stay here and watch if you'd like.
Are you kidding? I'm sick of these people who can't get anything done without destroying lives. Someone's gotta teach them a lesson!
Hello everybody, Megazord Expert back at it again to give y'all a very exciting video, and whoa, hold the phone. What the heck am I reviewing today? What? You're telling me Certain Scientific Railgun T is back? What the heck? Oh my gosh, it's been such a long time since I've been able to review these episodes, because a long time ago, gosh darn, they really paused the dub production of Certain Scientific Railgun T for such a long time, and we finally got news that Funimation was dubbing these episodes again, and we finally got episode 8 dubbed to us for us to watch and enjoy. And gosh, it doesn't feel real. As a matter of fact, I'm able to review these again. It's been weeks since I've been able to review this stuff, but overall, oh gosh, man, the wait was worth it. And oh gosh, there's a lot of different stuff I got to talk about though, but let's not linger any further along with this stuff. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive straight up into this episode review of A Certain Scientific Railgun T. For the first time in several weeks, for the English dub, A Certain Scientific Railgun T is back with a brand new episode, and hopefully it won't take too terribly long for us to get the next upcoming dub episode in the future as soon as Funimation has it ready. So despite all the waiting, episode 8 proves to be worth the wait, as the revelations here make a stunning game changer. Nearly everything that has been shown so far about Misaki this season, and all the actions that she has taken both this season and the last, have been pointed to her being Makoto's main antagonist, if not the outright primary villain for this part of the storyline. The first slight cracks in this perception started showing up last episode, with the indications that some of the people who seem to be working with Misaki may have actually been competing against her instead. Rather than performing a gradual reversal, this episode spends most of its run time detailing how almost nothing so far has been what it seems. While Shokuhou was indeed responsible for the current sequestering of the Misaka clone and altering the memories of Makoto's friends, the reason for it were, quite surprisingly, nothing dastardly at all. Shokuhou and her male ally did find that Misaka clone collapsed and arranged for her to be transported to a secure location, but that was to keep her from becoming captured by the other faction after the sisters. So the real question is, what is the ultimate goal of the other faction? Well, they're trying to get access to the Misaka network, which, in the absence of the tree diagram, which was accidentally destroyed earlier in a certain magical index, is one of the most vast sources of computer power in all of Academy City, and suspiciously similar in scope to what was being attempted with the level upper incident back in A Certain Scientific Railgun. The intent behind what the faction wants to use the Misaki network for is not clear yet, but the mastermind now is Kihara Gensei, a key figure behind both the Level 6 project and the Child Error project, which was at the core of the Level Upper incident. So he's one of the entire franchise's main antagonists and puppet masters. The revelations don't stop with that. Shokuhou is apparently going all out after Gensei for some reason, and what is clear is that she has been plotting this very meticulously, to the point of using her ability to tweak the Misaka clone so that anyone gaining one of the clones will not be able to access the whole entire network. The memory alterations she did on Uriharu in particular, and by extension Kuroko and Satin, were all to keep them out of both her way and harm's way. The conspiracy theory website was sabotaged to keep people from tracking her, and she didn't approach Makoto about any of this because A, she doesn't trust anyone whose mind and thus motives she can't read, and B, the two level 5s working together would have attracted way too much attention. Though this point isn't explicitly explained here, that she used her posse to keep Misaka occupied was probably her way of keeping Misaka out of this for that same reason. Now, one thing I do appreciate in this episode is the bit of the comedic moments that actually happened. Like, for example, whenever they were basically at the facility where Gensei should have been at, and Shokuhou and Misaka were rushing over there to get on the scene though, and then goodness, Misaka just left her just bit the dust and let Shokuhou way behind her, and then by the time she caught up, one of them was arguing saying, you know what, hey, oh gosh, Shokuhou, you know what, that's why you out of shape, or Shokuhou's over here like, oh, I guess you're 10 years old and you got this body figure like this though, so I guess you're not as heavy in some other areas though. So it was just funny kind of seeing them bicker back and forth like that.
Well, you know how it is. I am heavier in certain areas than you are, so you have less wind resistance to worry about.
You're just really out of shape, aren't you?
Huh? Excuse me? I'm the pinnacle of health.
Interesting.
Yeah, so? You think being athletic makes you a better person? How old are you, 10? Ah, that explains why you have the figure of a little girl.
My figure has nothing to do with this! What about your sparkly eyes straight out of a shoujo manga?
I was born this way.
You are such a hypocritical little rat! What are you even doing wasting my time arguing with you? I should be taking care of this myself!
So at the end of the episode, Shokuhou and Misaka decided to part ways and tried to do their own thing since they, couldn't work well together in order to accomplish the same similar goal. And then you saw at the very tail end of the episode where you saw Midori's talking to the other dude and was like, you know what, hey, you know what, Shokuhou basically got some information out of us. What are we gonna do about this though? But Gensei over here is like, you know what, everything's playing too perfectly at this point though. And that's pretty much where the episode ends though. So overall, I really enjoyed this. I'm so glad that Railgun T is finally back though. And all this time my gut feeling was saying, you know what, Shokuhou ain't really evil, but I know there's some kind of backstory between her and this main antagonist, something that happened in her past where she wasn't able to fully trust other people, and thus that's how she uses her abilities and always tries to manipulate people's minds in order to do things that she figures out that's perfect within her own plan, and not so to say trusting and relying on other people because she just doesn't know what the other people's motives are. So it's just something with a backstory that just doesn't make her trusting of other people though. But here within the next few episodes leading up to this climax of what's going to be like the first half of this this anime, I feel like Shokuhou might start to slowly be able to gain trust thanks to Misaka, but we'll have to see how this all plays out though. But overall, some really exciting stuff to come though, and hopefully it won't take too long for us to get this next episode though. But thank you, Funimation, for all the hard work you've been doing though, and I'm looking forward to that next episode. So make sure to tune in next time for whenever we get that episode 9 review that's going to be called Kozaku Midori. So remember y'all, until whatever video I make next, see y'all.
What's the problem? It's not like me telling you would have changed your job at all. Just focus on finishing your preparations like before. Understood?
Okay, but are you sure about this? I mean, Misaki Shokuhou's objective when she took the data from the villas was definitely...
Yes, I'm sure. No need to worry. Everything is good to go. In fact, I'm almost afraid things are going too smoothly.